and this is going to be game number 9. I think we're going to see 11, like we said.
I'm thinking we are.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine a game 11 search and destroy like overtime?
I probably wouldn't be able to cope. It would just be too close to call.
I'm like nervous up here, and I'm not even playing, man. All right, well let's send it down to Chris Puckett. What's going down there, my man?
How's it going, guys? I'm with my man Brycey, and Bryce, you've been commentating all weekend long. You've had the pleasure of casting Envy and Farico earlier, and before today started, before this championship match, you told me the map order and who is going to win each game. Your predictions have been spot on. And coming up next, we actually have that CTF game on standoff. What's your predictions going into it?
You know what? I actually think that Impact aren't going to win this capture the flag. I know they won the last one. Envy have a stronger capture the flag game. It's that simple. They now have the momentum from the search and destroy. But Impact are going to win the hardpoint. Their hardpoint game has been on point all weekend. They're just too good. Parasite is a monster on that anchor. Then you're going to come down to the search and destroy. I'm not even going to call that one. That's the only one I haven't called. It's going to be tight. We probably will see another 5-5.
All right, well, I think all the casters, and I agree, we're all hoping for that best of 11, game 11, round 11, search and destroy. Foyz and Benson, back up to you.
Thanks, Puckett. Thanks, Bryce. And yeah, it's like we all want game number 11 here to happen, rightfully so. Look, we got some fans of that. I think that's Big Optic Hex. I'm not sure. Is that Big Optic Hex? Yeah, it certainly is. There we go. Look, at least this side of the crowd has a pulse, man. Before we looked at some other one. Man, they look like some zombie bodies out of the Uprising DLC or something. There we go. People are starting to wake up. The series is tied 4-4. It's going to be game number 9. Don't want to get ahead of myself here. And it's going to be capture the flag on standoff. I'm excited. As you can see, here's a nice, beautiful little map overview of the map standoff.
Yep, Envy cannot afford to lose this map. If they do, like Brycey just said, like Puckett's been saying all weekend as well, every single caster that's had the privilege of commentating over Farico this weekend, Farico are too good at hardpoint. If they can manage to somehow beat Envy in this CTF, they are going to go ahead and take it.
Did you see Miracles right there?
No,
oh my goodness, Miracles is
was he pumped?
I thought I was hyped up. I'm looking at him. He's down there giving bro fives left and right, just trying to get his team fired up. You got to love the energy and enthusiasm. Oh, yeah. This is only his third, you know, again, we were talking about earlier, this is only his third tournament he's ever attended.
Crazy.
The first 2 he won. He's trying to go 3-3.
Trying to get that hat trick.
Which is just, yeah, the hat trick, that's right, which is just mind-boggling. Is that mind-boggling?
It is mind-boggling. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the help, dude. It's good to have you up here in the booth, man. First time ever casting together.
Right?
EU and North America, the powers unite, man.
Yeah. Bam. Let's have a bro fist of our own.
Let's get a bro fist. The refs have got this game going on, so let's get it going. Guys, if you want to tune in to the social media aspect of things, feel free to tweet COD Esports as the hashtag and join in on the conversation with Xbox. Go ahead, give them some love, tag it. This whole thing is brought to you by Xbox, and we got all the love in the world for those guys, as now we're jumping in to game number 9, capture the flag on standoff. We got to watch Envy.
We do.
We got to watch Envy.
They can't afford to lose this. If Envy lose this map, that is going to be game over unless somehow Envy can claw back.
Well, yes and no, because, you know, they lose this one.
They get, here's the hard point, though.
Yeah, the hard point game 10, and right, but then it goes to a game 11 search and destroy then. Yeah, but if they lose CTF, as you were saying, you got to win it. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
They have to win. Envy can't afford to drop this.
Yeah, right, Benson.
Well,
Truthism is being spoken by you as we're on board with Rambo Ray here for the Envy squad, and let's see what these guys are able to do.
Well, pushing his left-hand side, he immediately pulls out those dual-wheel V2-3Rs. He's been using them all weekend. Only going to tag up a player, though, and just have a look at that map as he goes down. Proofy having to play very, very defensively early on.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of those Envy players went down, so now Proofy's up here trying to get some shots down range. He does take out Miracles. He gets taken out, switching back to JCap, who's going to double back here and is able to pick up Killa, who was the one that took out Proofy. So nice play, heads-up play by JCap to double back there and get some defense on the flag.
Now, the important area on this map is going to be that left-hand side that you can see by the tanks. You need to control that. And right now, it's Farico with the control. JCap this top story of the shop. He's going to be looking over towards that exact area, seeing if he can find any of the Farico plays. Throws a concussion, going to have a chance at the V-Dom taken down, though. And let's have a look what Proofy's up to.
Yeah, that was a gun battle right there. Proofy's able to pick up a kill on Miracles, as now he's going to draw back up his foul and see what he's able to do up here. He's going to take the crow's nest up here at the top house, and just looking around patiently, picks up a nice kill there on Miracles again. This guy is on fire. He's got 3 consecutive kills. He's going for his Hellstorm, and now he is trying to make a push up towards the flag. This is a good setup. He's got some support from his MV players. Right behind him is Rambo Ray. Parasite does take him out. Let's jump on board with Rambo. He started to make an advancement, gets taken out as well. So Farico doing a nice job stopping these envy advancements.
1 minute 30 into this game of CTF stand-up. All we're seeing so far is just constant battle for map control. Neither team getting themselves into a position where they can actually pull the flag on board with Stable now. Gets one through the smoke. Nice play from him. Go for the pre-fire as well. Not going to connect. Ooh, he's going to get challenged. It's a bit of help from his teammate though. But look again, how defensive Envy are being forced to play Stable. Doesn't want to give away any flags, but that was why. He knew Karma was going to be rotating somewhere around there. He does get shut down though. Nice play.
Yeah, it was Proofy that was able to take out Karma, who was making a push for the flag, and you're absolutely right, Benson. They are having to play very defensively here. Every time Envy tries to make a push up towards here, they get taken out. Farico just seems to be on top of them every single time going for this flag, causing Envy just to have to sit back and watch their flag very protected.
As Rambo now actually pulling together a few kills, trying to fight again for some map control. Let's look at what Jacap's up to though, making his way towards the gas station. Now he's going to go back up top, wants to defend his flag some more, trying to anticipate whether there's going to be any of the Farico players around him. He's taken down one, trying to see if there's any more. It doesn't look like it on that mini-map, and now can Envy try and get a little bit more map control?
As we're continuing to stay on board with JCap here, but switching over to Farico because he did just grab the Envy flag. This is going to cause the Envy team to kind of come back because all 3 of them were circled around the tank. So now Killer is going to be met here by an Envy opponent. He's not able to connect his shots. Going to just try to blast out anybody here. He's going to get stunned, and he's just trying to run. He's going to just run. He is just going to run, and he's going to get this capture. Huge play by Killer. Wow. Doesn't go for the engage. Huge heads-up play. And that was swagless, that Dolphin dive he missed.
He missed it, but
0 points for that, but he did get a capture.
He has managed to get that capture in. Just let's have a quick recap of that flag pull. He pulled the flag and then just waited. Rather than, you know, the normal thing where you pull the flag and you run, he waited. He was really patient. He waited for his teammates to get a few kills, then was actually able to run that flag home completely uncontested. And that is going to be some big plays coming from Rico. Now Envy, they need to respond. They only have 1 minute 20 left in this first side of CTF. But like I said before this game started, if Envy lose this CTF, they're not going to be able to win the hard point.
And they're now set up for another flagpole, and Killa does get stopped out, but Miracle's there on the top, going to smoke it, grabs that flag, and he's going to run with it. He is going to be met by some Envy players. You've got to watch out, though. Farico Miracles is an insane flag runner, and he does get stopped, but Parasite has 4 kills. He's going to play a little bit more conservative because he needs to get those score streaks, and there he is, takes out Stainville. Now he's only 1 kill away. Huge stop by JCap, taking out Parasite, who almost had his Hellstorm.
46 seconds remaining of capture the flag on standoff right now for Rico with that 1 flag lead. It's a very fragile lead, but Envy, before this grand final, had a 100% CTF record. Farico have put an end to that, and it's looking like they could do the same thing now on board with Miracles. Just going to be doing a little bit more defensive work. They don't want to give away a pointless flag right at the end. He's going to see one bottom Brown gets taken down, though.
By Ray. Rambo Ray, Killa gets taken out as we jump on with Karma. Envy is not going to be able to pull a flag here. They're going to just stay on the defensive side of things since they got... Oh! I don't know if that was a little bit of a shot at Rambo because he was clearly dead. And he decided to put a couple more bullets in him, but Karma's going to pick up some more kills, and yeah. Karma is a mean dude.
He's celebrating those kills. He knows he's playing well. They have that 1 flag lead going into the second side. Envy, they need to play more aggressive. Right now, they're just not being aggressive enough. Farico pinning them right back at the back of their spawn. And now you're going to see Karma celebrating this round and kill count. This is it's probably going to annoy the Envy players.
Oh, yeah, that's that's definitely annoying. And Karma, man, he's a little bit of a trash talker, no doubt about it. And sometimes you can do that in the game like so. As we're going to switch on with Envy, these guys got to get a flag cap here. They're down 1-0 on the second side of capture the flag. They've got to tie this one up.
JCap top grandmas for now. Did get tagged up. Maybe being a little bit more aggressive now. That's what he needs to do if they're going to try and get a flag. But look at one of that Envy player. He's rotated all the way down the barn side. Not entirely sure who that is, but he's going to have an engagement. There's going to be 2 plays there. He shuts down 1. Taken down, though. That was an unfortunate play. I believe that was actually Rambo trying to do some great SMG objective. But meanwhile, JCap going to shut down 1 top tank. Nice play from him.
Yeah, takes out Killer with that kill. JCap staying back, trying to pick up a second one here by Statue. Smoke goes up. He's going to get out of there. And he picks up Karma. So JCap trying to rally the troops here and see if he can do something about it, and gets taken out by Killer there. So had some momentum going, but now we jump on board Proofy. He gets stopped. Rambo not far behind him. Going to get into engagement here with another Freako player, and that's Killer that takes him out. So Envy losing their 1v1 battles against Freako.
The first minute of the second round, we are seeing Envy being more aggressive, and that's what they need to do. One flag down against Freako Impact. They can start to dig in. As soon as the time gets close enough, Freako, they don't need to be aggressive. They have that flag lead. However, like I said earlier on, they actually haven't won a game of CTF all Call of Duty World Championships in regulation time. They've only been able to win in stopwatch, so this would be a first.
So we're staying on board. Proofy trying to get some shots down range, gets taken out, switching over to JCap. He is on the defensive side. Just must be concerned about Freako starting to move in. Parasite is close. JCap picks up Karma. You've got smoke everywhere. Left and right, these guys are using smoke screens to try to get out of these conflicts, and it's working out well. However, Rambo almost able to get a flagpole as we switch over to Stainville. Again, the Envy squad desperately trying to get into the Freako flag. They are struggling as they are not able to win these engagements. They might win one or two, pick up these kills, but they're not able to win the ones that matter when you try to pull the flag, and they're struggling to do so.
Yep. On board with Stainville, pulls out his knife, not entirely sure what the game plan was there. He gets taken down. Proofy rushing his left-hand side. He's not going to connect with the kill. Shut down once more. And now we are seeing those little blue arrows on your mini-map. They're the Freako plays. They're starting to get a little bit more map control now. And this is very, very bad news if you are an Envy fan.
Yes, this is not good here, but 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock here now. Plenty of time to work with. You just want to kind of calm down, get your wits about you, and then make smart engagements together. But now Miracles for Freako pulls the flag, gets a huge kill on JCap, and he is running with that thing. Oh, gets taken out. Nice return by Envy to stop him. The Envy squad could not have afforded another cap being held to by Freako.
2 minutes 12, it would be too less time. They really would be backs to the wall of it. If Freako do manage to pick this up, it isn't the end of the world. However, they are going on to the next map, which is Hardpoint Raid. Freako just haven't lost Hardpoint all Call of Duty Championship. I think they've only lost it once the entire time they played it. But Parasite, he's going to go in there, taking down JCap with the cap 40. But again, he's just going to play so defensive, because Freako, with that flag lead, this is all they need to do now.
Yeah, exactly. With 1 minute and 45 seconds left, they need to play defense. But again, you got to watch out, because when you go down, they're going to get the flagpole. Stainville and Rambo both go down. Neither player able to get far with that flag, as Freako was able to stop it. Freako needs, like you said it best, if they get this win here, it is getting scarier from an odds perspective for Envy to win the championship because of how strong of a hardpoint team they are. And now Freako has a flag, but Miracles is going to have to do something big here. Picks up one kill as he's moving closer, and let's see if he's able to get this one. No, he did lose it there, so it was, yeah, that was tough. I think did he just get a return there? Because they had the flag icon up. Was I deceived, Benson?
I think you were deceived. I was deceived as well, to be fair.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for giving me one, because it's only going to be you and me against the world. As we're on board with Karma here with the Freako squad. Picks up a nice kill on Rambo Ray. And let's see what these guys are able to do. 53 seconds left on the clock. They've just got to play defense, and they will win this game outright. Envy trying to get in there, claw away at Freako to get a flagpole and a capture that they need to just push this thing into overtime. Let's switch over with them. As Proofy's going to grab the flag, he gets taken out. That could have been huge if he could have got past there, but wasn't able to do so.
35 seconds left of this CTF game. The Envy needs to push. They can't afford to waste any time. Whether you're injured or not, you need to push for this Freako flag. JCap trying to get the choke points off, and it's just not going to be good enough with 20 seconds left. Unless that flag is pulled,
to wash.
It's a 15-second pull straight down the middle of the road. That's not going to happen. Freako are going to take this next map, the CTF. And bad news for Envy.
If you're an Envy fan out there,
I feel for you right now.
You need to be screaming and cheering even if you're at home, because I think these guys can still hear you. This was tough. JCap was not able to get it. Again, too little, too late, ultimately, Benson. And that was it. He was able to pull the flag there, but when time dwindling down on the clock, he was not able to get far with the flag. So Freako wins that game. They now lead 5-4 in the series. Freako Impact, one game away from $400,000, the Call of Duty Championship trophy, and the beautiful rings, and a lot of glory that goes with it.
Yep, being the best team in the world without a shadow of a doubt as well. They can pick it up here. I mean, They've already won Dallas, they won EGL, they're at the World Championships now. They're one map away from taking that. And that's an incredible, imagine that. If you're one of those players, that's sort of a month. This has all been in 1 month.
Yes,
That'd
1 month,
that'd be
and
ridiculous.
all that prize money and all that glory and all money. Like Frico Impact 2 months ago, even a month and a half ago, it was like they were a team to look out for, right? In the online qualifiers for MLG Dallas and stuff. But man, they are a scary team there. Justine, you're down there on the floor. What's going on?
I'm down here on the floor with Rel, now one of our UK casters. Now, how are you feeling? I mean, you've been watching these matches. I mean, they're pretty intense.
Yeah, it's really, really close between both of these teams. I mean, just think about it now. Frico Impact are 1 game away from $400,000. Even if they lose both of these games, they're still walking away with $200,000. It's insane.
It is insane. So now, from the beginning, did you have a prediction?
Yeah, I mean, I did think Frico Impact would be able to pull it back, and I can see this going right down to the final round on Search and Destroy. And you know what? I can't call it. Both of these teams so evenly matched, it really could go either way.
So who do you think some of their top players are in this entire tournament?
Well, I mean, the whole of the Optic squad have done it brilliantly, placing third. Frico Impact and Envios, it's so hard to single out an individual player. From the European side, I mean, Jerd really stands out for me, but every single player at this tournament is the world's best. I mean, we've got 6 continents out of the 7 here. They are the world's best players.
I think that's the best thing, is this is worldwide. I mean, this is everybody, and they're all here competing for this $1 million tournament, so it's pretty amazing.
It is. It's truly insane.
All right, thank you so much. Let's send it back up to Fwiz and Beth.
Thank you, Justine and Rel. Yes, man, this is crazy. Again, 1 game away Frico is from winning the Call of Duty Championship here, brought to you by Xbox. And look, man, if you're Frico and you're 1 game away from $400,000, what mode would you want?
Hardpoint.
And what mode do they have?
Hardpoint.
On Raid 2. So this is scary for Envy. Envy, they got destroyed on Hardpoint when they played last time against Frico. Envy is going to have to dive deep, deep, deep in order to be able to throw Frico off their game on Hardpoint.
As much as I want to see it go to that last map, the fact it's Hardpoint and Frico with that advantage, 1 map away from being crowned the Call of Duty World Champions, I just can't see them dropping the Hardpoint game. I can't see Envy clawing back into it now, especially after losing to CCF. Their heads are going to go down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you do here at Envy, because everybody is so conscious of how talented Frico is at Hardpoint. So you really are going to have to rely on the slay. I mean, they have a good slaying team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got Proofy, JCap, and Stainville. There is no reason why you can't beat Frico Impact on Hardpoint. The talent is there. There's no doubt about it. I actually think, I'm not 100% positive, but that Envy did beat Frico Impact yesterday on Hardpoint.
They did.
I think
that's the only map that Frico have dropped in the whole tournament. There is that
on Hardpoint there. Yeah, so if anybody's going to be able to do it, it is Envy. And I'll tell you what, if Envy can do this, they can beat them on Hardpoint. They go into a Game 11 Search and Destroy, and then that's just money in the bank for Envy if they've got to play Search and Destroy. It's all come down to, these game types, because Frico's a really weak S&D team. They don't want to see that go to Game 11. They're strong Hardpoint. If Frico's going to win this championship, they've got to win it now.
They do. This is going to be their best chance of taking home the title. And you're completely right. They need to do it on this map. They can't afford to let it go to S&D because the last S&D we saw was 6-3 to Envy.
Yeah, and even then, I was surprised that it even went to 6-3 because I think it was like 5-1 at one point. I mean, I think Frico kind of was just hanging in there. So look, Rambo and the squad, they're going to have to talk to one another, figure out. Listen, it's going to be getting in that anchor position so you have favorable spawns and earn your score streaks. You've got to be close to the hard point, and that's what matters the most. So it's not always about getting in that hard point. There's positions where you will find players on the map, which is called the anchor role. The anchor role essentially will put their players in the most advantageous spawn area while also killing other members from the team. They stay away from the hard point, but close enough so that the players around them spawn in close to that hard point, and then they rack up the score streaks, which are hugely beneficial, particularly in hard point. So that's gonna be the role of the anchor, and a lot of it comes down to not as much about holding that hard point, but it's getting your team in that spawn area so that you can have a better success rate at the hard point.
Exactly, it just means you can consistently contest it, you can consistently send your own teammates on that hard point just to rack up as many points as possible, get those score streaks as well, and that's what Parasite does so well. He's renowned for being if not the best anchor.
I think he is the best.
I would go as far as saying it.
Yeah.
I mean, you just watch him play, you watch him live streaming. The guy's amazing at what he does, and he is going to be the fundamental factor now as to whether Furico Impact are going to take the championship on this map or not.
And there you go, another snapshot of the Furico boys. Karma, Killa, Parasite, and Miracles. Again, we've talked a lot about Miracles just because of, I think there's a fascination with the fact, and if you're a Call of Duty player out there, you're playing league matches, you want to compete at a high level, maybe be a part of this championship one day, earn that big bad trophy here, then the way that you can do it is being like a player like Miracles. He never went out to any events ever in his life. He just went out to MLG last month, won that, went to EGL, won that as well, and now he's trying to win the Call of Duty Championship. So all you players out there, you too have a shot to be here one day at the Call of Duty Championship. But let's waste no more time here, Benson. It's time to go to game number 10 as Furico Impact one game away from being crowned the Call of Duty champions here in Hollywood. Let's jump on board with them. This is their game to win.
We're going to start things off on board with Parasite. Parasite, the player we were just talking about, the best anchor in the game. As you can see already, Envy actually all cleaning himself, and you may be sat at home wondering what exactly just happened there. Envy just trying to do a bit of a spawn dictation glitch, if you will, trying to get on that hard point just a little bit quicker by dictating those spawns. However, Parasite now just going to be playing very slow. Needs to make sure he holds this spawn just so his teammates are going to be well set up for the next hard point, which is going to be in the kitchen.
As we're continuing to stay on board with Parasite and we switch over to Miracles, he gets taken out, but Killa holding down this hard point. Envy contesting it here, not allowing them to get any points, finally gets taken out, but Miracles jumps right away on this, not allowing Envy to get any points. Finally gets taken out, but Karma's right behind it, and just now has Envy taking over the hard point, earning some points, and now going to take the lead.
Board with Stainville, he's going to be just picking up a last few points, goes for the turn, picks up the assist. Nice play from him, and Envy have started strong against this Furico Impact lineup, but it is worth noting they're not getting the best spawns yet, but you can see a few players on that minimap rotating towards kitchen. Now they have the good spawns. This is where they can cause some problems for Furico.
As we switch over to Proofy here, he's going to try to get some shots out in the kitchen. They're holding down this hard point. Envy off to an amazing start on hard point. This is what they needed to do against Furico. The Envy team has just got fired up here and playing excellent. If you're an Envy fan, you've got to be happy.
Proofy just went big. He's got himself some score streaks. I believe Rambo Ray also has some score streaks at his disposal, including a sentry gun, if that's correct. Let's have a look at Proofy. Hard point currently contested. Managed to shut down one. Can he find anyone else?
Oh my gosh, Proofy is just going off here. He's got all of his score streaks. He might have to use his Hellstorm here soon because he's about to earn again. No, finally gets taken out by Killa. Rambo still there holding it down. And the Envy squad playing phenomenal here. I mean, just a crazy matchup. And this is not the hard point game we saw Envy playing earlier. They have turned it around in a big way.
Let's have a look at Proofy JCap as well. He's making his way towards the hard point, taken down there. That's a big kill on that Furico player. JCap desperately trying to get back into this hard point, get it contested. Is he going to be able to do so? He is now going to have it contested, but unfortunately, this back hard point, the garage hard point, this is where you can rack up a lot of points, and Furico look extremely well set up. They have the spawns, however, Proofy has those score streaks now. This next hard point that we're going to see is going to be the basketball hard point. That's going to be wide, wide open. He may well have to use those score streaks on the next hard point.
Yeah, and now you've got Rambo and Proofy here. They finally take over the garage with 32 seconds left on the hard point, but Furico coming in behind him as we switch over with Karma here. He was able to knock some players off. They're going to secure the hard point. So I think what we're going to see here is Envy abandon the garage hard point and set up. So let's jump on with Proofy. He's going to throw the trophy systems down and probably put his sentry gun up. So again, the trophy system is down so that an EMP doesn't come in and take out that sentry gun. Smart heads up play by Proofy. These guys are going to bunker down here and see what they can do.
All Envy need to do now is realistically look at that back stairwell. He has the support of Rambo. They should be able to pick up a full 60 points here if they play this smart. Proofy just going to be covering that back stairwell. He has a teammate actually running down there. Their sentry gun should do some work. More trophy systems being deployed. There's the first kill from the sentry gun. He still obviously has that Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. This is really intelligent play from Envy.
Yeah, they're getting all kind of points here. The reason that trophy system is in the corner there because it's not a good line of sight for any of the Furico players to be able to shoot it down. They're not going to be able to get any EMPs in there to handle this sentry gun, which is going to allow Envy to just rack up the board. Proofy going big here. there for his team. Gonna drop down the Hellstorm as he knows the Farico players are spawning in there. And Stainville actually picks up a two-piece. Kind of steals a little bit of that glory from him. But that's okay as we switch over. Let's say, yeah, Proofy goes down. Let's stay on Rambo now.
Well, Rambo's going to be left to pick up the last few points on this hard point. And you can see already a few of the Envy players trying to set up on the next hard point in the middle of the map. Nice play from them. They are going to win their good engagements as well. So Envy looking pretty good. I mean, they've almost got double the points Farico do. And considering his hard point is Farico's game mode, Envy is saying, I don't think so. We're going to come take it to you, and we're going to take this to a last map.
I've never seen Envy play just so dominant here on hardpoint, especially against a Farico team. I think Farico is just perplexed at how well Envy is playing this hardpoint as it's going. Let's check out the stats here. Proofy,
oh my God.
22 and 9, 2 caps, 11 defends. The man is going off. If you're a Proofy fan, you better scream here. Stainville picked up a three-piece. Envy just playing amazing Call of Duty here.
Envy doing everything right in this grand final. Stainville takes down one, pre-fights the left, connects, gets it, score streaks as well. There's going to be a third. Teammate takes care of that, has the Hellstorm lightning strike. This is so good now for Envy. Hardpoint contested, shuts down another one. He's going to have this.
Finally taken out though. But my goodness, is Envy just playing ridiculous Call of Duty here?
Well, can Farico try and come back and finish this game off? That's the big question. Rambo Ray's going to take down one in kitchen. Nice play. Hardpoint has now changed locations. It's going to be Envy with some early control. And Rambo Ray's just going to now try and get a few kills on the outside. Picks down one. Going to see the second as well. Is he going to get a kill? Yes, he is. Big plays from Envy right now.
Rambo's on a roll here. 148 to 71 and counting in favor of Envy as Rambo finally gets taken out. Farico's going to push in here and grab the hard point. Let's jump on with Killa. He's got a lot going for him. Hellstorm comes down, doesn't take out Killa. He is one kill away. They make an assist from getting a good stop there. Huge stop by Stainville, who didn't allow Killa to get a Hellstorm, and that could have been very important for the Farico squad. Farico's starting to turn it on a little bit as they're holding down, getting a lot of critical points that are needed in this hard point, but they all get washed out here as Envy able to handle it. 11 seconds left in the hard point, and Envy holds this one down. Nice night there.
Farico getting the good spawn, so that is something to note. It's just on board now with JCap for the last few seconds. This hard point is going to go immediately to Farico. It's 162-95 in favor of Envy. What can JCap try and do as he tries to just hold these spawns for his team? Managed to shut down one. Only 3 minutes, 37 seconds remaining. This is going to be a big kill if he can connect. He can't. Smoke goes down. He has to try and reevaluate.
Yeah, Envy desperately trying to get into there, into outside the money room, into the kitchen here, trying to get that hard point here as Farico will jump on with them. They've been holding this one down and almost picks up a huge kill there. Parasite in there to contest it. He gets taken out. Karma's in there as well. He's got to defend it. He sees another Envy player, takes out one, gonna move up, almost picks out the second one. Jumping on with Miracles, he holds it down as well. Farico starting to come alive here in this hard point. Much needed points for this squad as they're just racking them up here. 13 seconds left on the clock for the hard point round before it switches, and Farico able to handle the kitchen hard point, no problem.
Look how many points that Farico lineup have just managed to claw back. They're still getting points. They're now going to be just, what's that, 21 points away from the tie. Admittedly, Envy now do have control. If Farico can break this back hard point, we are going to have one of the closest finishes in a hard point game I think we've seen for a very long time. On board with Karma now, doing some work, picking off a few kills. Can he try and get this hard point contested? That's the big question.
Yeah, Karma's starting to move in here, and they do have it, so this is huge for Farico. They weren't able to be first movers to this hard point because they needed all of those kitchen hard points, but now they were able to throw Envy out of the garage, and they're the ones holding it down, and you've got Killa and Karma in there. They're racking up the points. Farico could potentially take the lead from Envy here, but Envy not allowing it as Rambo and Proofy push in. Rambo picks up a nice kill. He's with their Proofy. They're getting a ton of points. 15 seconds left in the hard point. Envy not allowing Farico to get back in this.
2 minutes remaining in this hardpoint raid. On board with Stainville. He's going to try and set up on the next hardpoint, cooking that nade. Is there going to be someone in this room? No, there isn't. Envy could now have some early control. Trophy system's going to go down as well. Look how close this scoreline is going to be. This is a very, very good setup now for Envy. They need to rack up as many points as possible because Farico are on a hype. They have been playing so well. They've managed to come back into this game. But Envy need to try and prevent them from getting any points on this hard point.
Proofy with a two-piece. He's holding it down. The basketball court is his. Just Michael Jordan up in this place.
He's got another one!
Goodness What a monster, but his team is still there to hold it down. Envy earning the points in this hard point. 30 seconds left. They are on a roll here. Furico just trying to get in there, and finally Furico able to take over this hard point. They needed to do that badly.
They really did, but Proofy, important to note, he picked up all 3 of his score streaks on that mad rampage on this hard point. And right now, Furico just trying to rack up a few points. Now there's only 60 points remaining in this game. Can Furico make the biggest comeback of their lives?
This is huge here, as now that hard point time is dwindling down. Only 3 seconds left. We're on board with Karma as Envy's going to grab the rest of those points. Furico is going to set up in the middle hard point here. That Hellstorm's not going to do anything with those trees here. Doesn't take out anybody. Karma jumps in here. He's got Miracles with him. They need this hard point desperately to try to get back in it. Now only down by 20 points here with 28 seconds left on the clock. I can't tell you how close this game is, guys. You better get loud for your team here as Furico's holding it down. Envy gets in here. They're going to call it. They will win this game here. Envy wins game number 10. They do the impossible. They beat Furico on hard point. What an amazing matchup. We are going to a game 11, Benson. You couldn't ask for anything better here at the Call of Duty Championship.
Fantastic play from Envy. The crowd erupts. They know what they've just witnessed. No one able to take down this Furico lineup on hard point. Envy respond. Huge, huge play from them. We're going to our last map. We called it. I'm throwing that out there.
As one thing we did, we called it, but what an amazing game by Envy. It all came down to the middle hard point.
Look at that kill
Envy just showing that they have what it takes to beat Furico.
Proofy.
Proofy had 20 defense.
Oh
wow,
my
he hit the
God.
double right there, didn't he?
Wow, that is huge, huge play coming from Proof.
I made 2 basketball analogies there.
You did, that was
Proofy.
good.
I think that was decent, wasn't it? What an amazing matchup. Game 11, and it's going to be search and destroy on Meltdown. We're going to see sniper rifles coming out.
Yep.
This is a great S&D game.
This is going to be so close. What a match we just witnessed.
Benson, we are fired up here, man.
It's good.
I feel like we just played that and won that game, man. I feel like Proofy's singing and stuff in there. I have no idea what's going on. Let's go down to the floor here, see what they see down there.
Thanks, guys. I am down here on the floor with my man, Optic, Nadeshot. Nadeshot, congratulations, first of all, on your 3rd place finish. And you and I, we were sitting in the stands here with all the casters, and we were just screaming for that final minute. Proofy going huge on those last 2 hard points for Envious. Locked it up. They're going to force a game number 11 on Meltdown Search and Destroy. You know both of these teams better than anyone else. Who do you have taking it?
I have to go with Envious, not because Furico knocked us out, just because Envy is a tactical team. They understand what they're doing. They're all veterans of the game. Proofy, Rambo, Stainville, JCap, that's just an all-star lineup for S&D. But you got to watch out for Furico. They're the dark horse. They're 2-time champions so far for Black Ops 2, so you can't really underestimate them, but I have to go with Envious.
Well, I got to ask you one more question. If there is one player to watch from each team, who will you be looking out for?
I think Rambo's going to be the game changer for Envious, and then Parasite for Furico, just because if he goes off, they're going to have a very good chance of winning.
All right, Fwiz, Benson, this is what we were hoping for. This is what we expected. Game number 11 for $400,000 is coming up next.
Unbelievable. It all comes, listen how, this is a huge game. I mean, you got game number 11, Search and Destroy Meltdown. This one game of Search and Destroy